Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this October the 17th, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far. Everybody had a great Friday evening. Everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics in the lower 48. We're going to start off here in the tropics. We're still watching this tropical wave located right in this area here. Still has about a 30% chance of development in the tropics, Central Caribbean Sea. We do still expect this system to become Melissa sometime maybe next week or so. The direction it will take still unknown, but the East Coast still could be impacted by this system. The Bahamas, Cuba, all the way to Puerto Rico, you're probably going to be included as well. We got a little system here, has about a 10% chance of development. You can see the swirl here over just east off the northeastern U.S. coast. That will continue to pull away from the region. We got more tropical waves down in the MDR. Need to continue to monitor them because they could move into the Caribbean and something could spin up once again. So there are more hurricanes and tropical systems on the way between now and November the 30th. So get ready, folks. More activity to come. We got scattered activity over South America, Central America, a little bit in the Northwest Caribbean Sea as well, a little bit of Yucatan Peninsula, Eastern Pacific, kind of quieting down. A little bit of activity there. Mexico looks good. Got a little clipper system up here through a portion of Wyoming into North Dakota. Here's another system here over areas of Illinois and Indiana to Missouri to South Canada. This is a cold frontal boundary that will continue to push east. Expect a big severe weather outbreak tomorrow coming in portion of Louisiana up towards the Ohio River Valley. We'll talk about that. Maybe some severe weather possibly for the northeastern portion of the northeastern and mid-Atlantic region. Could be a little bit in the southeast. We'll talk about that coming up in tonight's video as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share the video, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, we're going to take a look at the local forecast. This is for your Saturday, your weekend forecast. So we got thunderstorms and showers up here around Lake Harry, Lake Superior, over towards southeast Canada, through Michigan, Wisconsin, to Texas, to Louisiana, to Georgia, Alabama, all up the Ohio portions of western portions of Pennsylvania and New York State. Some shower activity with South Florida, Florida Keys. There's that severe weather from Texas all the way in the portion of Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Some flash flooding, heavy rain over a portion of Missouri. Shower activity from Minnesota to the Dakotas, Nebraska to Iowa to portion of Montana, over in Idaho, and also in the portion Washington, Oregon State, and also coastal waters. Get myself there. But anyway, we have some mixed precipitation for Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and Washington State as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on to the Sunday forecast now. And it's going to look like this. You can see the cold frontal boundary slicing through the eastern half of the U.S. That will bring some severe weather. Portions of the northeast could bring some to the southeastern U.S. Could be a few severe thunderstorms along ahead of that front here in the Carolinas as well. So we'll not rule that out as well. Alright, got some shower activity from southeast Canada through Vermont, New Hampshire to Connecticut to Rhode Island, Massachusetts. Also portions of coastal waters in Maine. And thunderstorms and showers up here around Lake Superior, Lake Huron to Ottawa, Toronto, Canada. Also through Michigan to Illinois to Georgia, Alabama to Carolinas up toward Pennsylvania, Maryland, D.C., and New York State. Also down across South Florida, Florida Keys, the Bahamas, Central and Northern Gulf, Mississippi, Alabama, you're included. Thunderstorms and showers over here along the Pacific Ocean, right along the coastal of Oregon and Washington State, even inland areas, stretching over the portion of Idaho. Shower activity across Minnesota through the Dakotas, Montana, and also Wyoming. And then mixed precipitation in areas of portion of northern Colorado, northern Utah, also much of Wyoming, much portion of Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, right along the Canadian-U.S. border as well. Otherwise, expect there are high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. And it's going to look something like this. Alright, there's that small craft advisory, gale warnings and storm warnings off the northeast coast from Maine all the way down toward New York State, off into the coastal waters about 250 nautical miles offshore. Also some more activity along the east coast of Florida to the Florida Keys. Also northern California to Washington State. Also up here around the Great Lakes region also. Alright, we got some wind advisories in the and high wind warnings up here in Montana, also in the portions and watches there as well, and also more in Colorado, and also in the portions of Washington State. Some winter weather advisories across the northern areas of Washington State, frost advisories in areas of Idaho, also freeze warnings in a couple counties in New Mexico, freeze watches also in effect for Colorado, Nebraska, and 3 counties in portions of Kansas. The Hawaiian chain island got some small craft advisory around the island there. Same around the Alaska region. Northern areas could be some freeze and spray warning, and also we have some more hydro issues and flood watches and flood warning along the east coast of Florida. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Saturday. Here's that severe weather outbreak from Dallas to Alexandria to Jackson, Mississippi to Evansville. Then that's the slight risk, marginal risk from Waco to Fort Wayne to Mobile to Jefferson City. General thunderstorm from San Antonio all the way up to Buffalo, New York, Rochester, Detroit, also a portion of Milwaukee. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. It's going to look like this. We have a 5% down here from Shreveport into Little Rock, Memphis, also in the portion just southeast of Springfield and southwestern areas of Kentucky, and also Tennessee. Then they're at 2% up here, just portion northeast Texas all the way to Fort Wayne. It's refreshing, so we'll get to it in just a minute here. There it is right there from Fort Wayne to Jackson, Mississippi. Damaging winds, we have 5 and 15% from Waco to Fort Wayne to Waco to Mobile, 5%. And there's that Dallas up to Evansville, 15%. Large hail looks like this. 5 and 15 from Waco up to toward Jefferson City, Springfield, down to just northeast of Dallas, 15%. Alright, here's the outlook for you Sunday. We have a marginal risk outline here from portions of northern Kentucky up toward Buffalo, New York, Rochester, Cleveland, Detroit, Charleston, West Virginia. General thunderstorm from Miami to the New Orleans to Columbia, South Carolina, Watertown, New York. Fort Wayne, you're included as well. Probability should be around 5%. I would not be surprised to see this here. Could be shifted a little bit further to the south. There could be some severe weather, possibly in the Chattanooga area, maybe Charlotte, Columbia, Atlanta. Could be a few severe thunderstorms warning ongoing ahead of that front if we get enough instability to be had in that severe weather category. Alright, let's move on to the tropics. We're going to show you that system again, what I just showed you in the satellite. There's that system that we've seen up here, just off the northeastern mid-Atlantic coast. At 8 p.m. you can see it had 10% over the next 2 days and 7 days, and there's a slight chance the system could develop into a subtropical characteristic during the weekend before it turns to the northeast over colder water, which will prohibit any development from there. There's that other system here down in the Caribbean that could become something. Tropical wave about 1,000 miles east of the Windward Island, producing a large area shower and thunderstorm. Gradual development of the system is possible over the next several days as it moves generally westward at 15-20 miles an hour. Regardless of development, this system is expected to bring heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and to the Windward Island late this weekend, and then move across the Caribbean Sea much of next week. Formation chance through 48 hours is low, 0%. Formation chance through 7 days, 30%. But I do expect these numbers to increase as we continue to roll forward, because we do look like we will have something develop in the Gulf. In the Caribbean. Where it goes from there, still unknown. Some of the models do take it to the north. Could affect the East Coast, Bahamas, Cuba. So continue to watch out. I will keep you up to date. Hope everybody has a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.